want to come on here and um, give like a quick little understanding of uh, when like a message is given, like when somebody is giving you like a collective message or just give you a message. I think one foundational thing that people need to understand is that um, certain certain messages don't have to be about a particular person all the time. When when you're talking in reference to letting go, um, it could be either people, it can be either or all of them to whatever people, places, and things. People, places, and things. So things, I'm gonna put something in the category, I guess, of things. So like your mindset, when some you have to let go of you have to be able to let go of your mindset as well. Like sometimes God tries to the divine tries to teach you how to have a different perspective on something, because not sometimes, a lot of the times what's going on is always has to do with you. It always has to do with you. It's not about anybody else. So know that everything that goes on, and it's about you. Everything is happening for you. Okay, everything is happening for you, but you have to understand that letting go is not just about people. It's about things as well, which is like your mindset, being able to change your perception of how you perceive something. Like when we if you think about it, like when you grew up thinking, you grew up with your environment pretty much shaped you. So that consisted of the people that were around you teaching you things, different things that you learned from your environment, whatever your environment was around you. And if you think back from when you were a child into now, when you are an adult, I'm pretty sure there's at least a few things, or at least one thing, that you would say, um, no, this is not something that I want to hold on to. This is something that I want to let go of, because this just doesn't serve me. Yes, this got me through my childhood. Yes, my way of thinking in regards to this got me to this point. But now I realize, now at this point in my life, that my thinking is different in regards to that. So that's another thing that we have to. I know sometimes when you are asking God for messages, and like when you follow a lot of people like in a spiritual community and things like that, or people get caught up in something being about a person all the time. It's not always about a person, and you have to understand that everything starts with you first. So even if it's a person that no longer serves you, you have to know that once you change your perception and start letting go of your way of thinking, because if it's a particular person, then that means that there was something within your mindset that kept you stuck in a certain place, in a certain thing, with a certain person. So no, it's about you and your perception. Like 90% of the time, God is trying to help us, the divine is trying to help us get a different perspective and change our perception of things and get a different perspective. I always use the same analogy: I am forever and always. They probably say she say the same thing, but it works. You can either think of things from a half from the glass being half full, or you can think of it from a perspective of the glass being half empty. It's a perspective. It's the way you perceive it. So this glass of water is halfway full. See how I said halfway full? Now, somebody else could have probably said, oh, to them, it's half empty. Right? So it's all in the perception. So, and somebody may be saying, oh, well, what's wrong with perceiving it as half empty? Well, you're perceiving it from like this negative place. It's half empty instead of it being half full. Like, it's all in the perception, and just allow God to just change. Allow the divine, allow God, whatever you want to call it, to change your perspective, to change how you perceive things. Because in a world where, especially when you look like this, in a world where you have been lied to so much about so many things in regards to your ancestral lineage, when you learn, because some people get to a place where, this is not a judgment about the church, let me say that first, but some people do get to a place where they feel like they don't need to actually go be in the church, that the church is within them. And by the way, that is in the Bible. So it's like some people get to that point where, because God is at the end of the day about love. The church, and it's just universally, this is, you can ask thousands of people, and you got thousands of people who have been having the same experience when it comes to church, and that experience is the judgment. The judgment. And when you come and if you got a whole bunch of people that everything that's being poured into them is from this judgmental perspective, and it's like you have to judge people and judge people and judge people all the time, then your perception, you're going to think of things from a judgmental point of view. You see what I'm saying? But when you are focused on your spirituality, you come to an understanding that every love is love, 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 love. That's what the divine is. Love. Love. At the end of the day, it's not about telling somebody that they doing this and they this like you nitpicking them apart. Where's the love? Then you tell them they got to do this and do that to get the love. And like, no. That is not how God operates. That is not how God operates. And God does not want anybody to be feeling condemned and all of that all the time. That is just not of God. God is about love. Period. So I feel like I went on a tangent just then, and I'm probably about to lose my connection. But um, yeah, it's not always about a particular person. Know that it's 90% of the time it's about changing your perspective on how you perceive things, because that's about you. Because at the end of the day, if the person never changes, the change will have been made within you. Like there will be a change that will have happened within you. So I'm sorry if this message didn't go all the way through because the internet may have got a little funky, but that's the message. That's the message. Have an awesome day on purpose. Have an awesome rest of your day on purpose.